fighting for. I will give you everything and more.
Hi there, it's Empress Shay. Welcome to Healing Energies with Empress Shay, where we tune in to the frequencies of truth, clarity, and renewal. So take a deep breath and center yourself. And let's see what Spirit has to say to the collective. Okay. All right. Okay, Spirit. We want to know what the energies are for the collective. What should we be watching for? Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. Yes. All right. So, what are the energies for the collective? That's a good start. 2 of Wands. Good start. Good start. Yes. 2 of Wands. Get it in there. And the 6 of Wands. Queen of Swords. All right, baby. Okay, that's the 5 of Swords. Yeah. And the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, that's some good. That is some good news. Yes. And the King of Wands. I love it. I love it. The King of Fire showed up. Oh, and the 8 of Swords. Somebody think they can't do it, but they can. They think they can't. All right. The 6 of Swords. We got swords and we got wands. And the Hierophant. Ooh, good juicy energy today. Ay, ay, ay. And the 4 of Wands. Who's getting married? Who is getting married? Okay, baby. That is so fire. Yes. So, yeah, guys, this spread is rich with movement, tension, and resolution. Like a collective soul journey unfold in 3 acts. 3 acts. First act, second act, third act. Okay. And then the big day. Yes. So, yeah, that we have in the first row, we have the 2 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and 8 of Swords. That's amazing. The 2 of Wands opens the scene of vision and potential. There's a choice or a path forming, but it's still in the planning phases. Then the 5 of Swords introduces conflict, possibly ego driven or stemming from miscommunication. This could affect collective tension, power struggles, or divisive narratives. hmm And then the 8 of Swords shows how this conflict leads to mental entrapment, feeling stuck, limited, or overwhelmed by fear of doubt. The collective is grappling with decisions clouded by conflict and mental restrictions. There's a need to break free from limiting beliefs or toxic dynamics. Who am I talking to today, y'all? Just break free. This is what we're talking about, though. It's just mental clarity. break free of those feelings, because when you look at the Eight of Swords, one thing that I love about the Eight of Swords is it really truly shows, it really truly shows she, she actually is not even stuck. She's tied very loosely, and there's no one in sight even guarding her. She can break free at any time. And this is true anytime that we have that mental stress and that mental tension. We are the ones that can fix it. It's all in our control, just like it's in her control. She's not even really in trouble. She's, yeah, tied very lightly, very lightly. So there's a need to break free from limiting beliefs, and that's what it represents. She's stuck in a cycle of limiting beliefs and toxic dynamics, like, and that could be from work, it could be home life, work life, anything. Dealing with, oh my goodness, we've been dealing with the hospital lately. Lord, I'm not going to even start with that. But, any time you have to deal with some pushback, I always call it. It's always good to take a moment and just be silent, be quiet, go sit down, because it's something other than what it seems. So yes, so we are on row 2. Yeah, that this is all about leadership and truth. Yeah, row 1 was inner conflict and choice, of course. And this row 2 is that Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Hierophant. hmm So that is archetypes of leadership and truth. Because you got kings, queens, and the Hierophant. That's high up there, okay? Those are the higher ups. That Queen of Swords brings clarity and discernment, truth telling. That's the truth teller right there. She cuts through illusions, demands integrity. Yes, she cuts through illusions. Sometimes I think of Miss Jasmine, cutting through those illusions, bringing it right back to the truth, telling the truth, being a truth teller, okay? And then that King of Wands add visionary leadership, charisma, and bold action. He's the fire to her ice. Mm, okay. They do make a good match too. The Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, King of Fire and the Queen of Air. Okay. Mm, don't fan it too much or it'll burn. Fire be out of control. Okay. So yes, the Hierophant is also, it grounds this, because the Hierophant is very grounding. It's akin to the Four of Swords. It grounds in tradition, spiritual wisdom, and collective values. It may signal a return to sacred teachings, or it could also um, be restructuring of a belief system. Because remember what I told you about the Hierophant? It has a lot to do with, like, mm, structured, like the church. It's a type of the church. So um, it goes back to structured belief systems, which is the church, right? So the Hierophant is grounding that spread there. The collective is being called to embody wise leadership, balanced intellect, okay, and passion, spiritual grounding. This is a spiritual grounding here. This could be a time to for redefining authority and reclaiming truth. Redefining that authority. The authority not doing right. They need to, no. Okay, yes. So it's a time to redefine authority and reclaim the truth. And that Queen of Swords gonna bring the truth. Okay, and then we have the row 3, which is victory, legacy, and tradition. I love this is one of my favorites. That's the Six of Wands, and it's all about public recognition. Public recognition. Somebody is hogging the limelight. Sometimes it could be about that though, hogging the limelight, trying to get public recognition, always trying to one up somebody or things like that. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Um, so roots this legacy. This is family. It's all about family and long-term abundance. Remember? Yeah. Yeah. That's that generational wealth card. That's about long-term abundance. It's about generations. It's about building something enduring. And then that Six of Wands suggests a transition, moving away from chaos towards peace. Yeah, a new chapter, starting a new chapter, getting away, getting the heck out of Dodge, getting away. Okay. So these 3 cards, like I said, the theme was victory, legacy, and tradition on that. And I just call it that. I just call it those things. I give everything a little title. So, in my opinion, this is this is about victory. This is about victory. He is celebrating, and then of course we got the legacy card, that generational wealth card, and the Six of Swords. He's getting the heck out of Dodge. It's about transition, moving away from chaos, moving towards stability. Okay, and then the card underneath, you got the Four of Wands. Wow, this is the foundation, the hidden energy supporting the spread. It speaks of celebration. Remember, I told y'all that's the wedding card. Everybody, it's certain parts of the deck. It would just definitely be a proposal or a wedding coming up, or a very very special day. You know, so yeah, that is, and it's hidden energies supporting the spread, right? It speaks of celebration, unity, sacred milestones, the soul's reminder that joy, connection, and spiritual anchoring are always available. So, this collective message feels like a call to rise from inner conflict, a call to rise from inner conflict. And finally move towards healing and legacy. And the Four of Wands whisper, you are not alone. You are not alone. Celebrate the small wins, anchor in joy. Okay. Yes, let's look at the planetary alignments for this one. Let's look at it. Okay. For row 1, it's all about inner conflict and mental entrapment. So that's that Sun and Scorpio squaring Pluto. This aspect intensifies inner power, struggles, and urge to control outcomes. It mirrors the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords. The Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords theme of conflict and mental entrapment. So you got back to back. Okay? Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords. And that's that Sun in Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpios. That's that Sun in Scorpio that's squaring Pluto. Okay? That's all right. That's it. So we have to look at that. And then the moon conjunct Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. So then you have that emotional reaction and sharp thoughts are heightened. This fuels the tension and decision making pressure of the Two of Wands. The pressure to decide. Do I go with this or do I go with that? So that's that energy, that moon conjunct Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. And then Jupiter squaring Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer. I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys. The wounded healer is it's a planet. Collective wounds and insecurities are surfacing, asking for healing rather than avoidance. Yeah. So the cosmic message for that first row is the sky reflects a need to confront inner fears and power dynamics. Mental clarity and emotional courage are the key to moving forward. Mental clarity and emotional courage are the key to moving forward. And then with row 2, that's the leadership, truth, and spiritual authority. Because Mercury conjunct Mars in Scorpio, that's that bold strategic communication aligned with Queen of Swords and the King of Wands archetype. And then Venus in Libra supports diplomacy, balance, and relational wisdom, echoing the Hierophant's call to sacred structure and shared values. Then with row 3, we have the, yeah, no. I do want to touch on Jupiter trine Saturn and Neptune. So Jupiter is trining Saturn and Neptune. And that's given the energy of wisdom, vision, and spiritual grounding. Um, they're all accessible right now. This supports the Hierophant's deeper teachings. So that's all about the Hierophant's teachings. And so now we can look at row 3, and that's victory, legacy, and transition. That's what it's all about. And that energy is the moon that's trining Jupiter and Saturn right now. And it's emotional. It's emotional maturity and public recognition, our favorite. It's all about emotional maturity and public recognition. You know, that's the public recognition card. And you have to be emotionally mature to gain that 10 of Pentacles, because you're going right on into that generational wealth. And that's definitely that Six of Wands and Ten of Pentacles energy. And then Mercury trining Neptune supports tradition, guidance, peaceful transitions, and it's resonating with that Six of Swords. That energy is resonating with the Six of Swords. That's that intuitive guidance and peaceful transition. And then the Sun opposing Chiron, and that's the wounded healer Chiron. So it's healing through visibility and vulnerability. Success comes from facing what's been hidden. So the cosmic message for all of this is the collective is supported in moving from chaos to clarity with the recognition and legacy as the reward. Yes. Yeah, you move from season to season. It's not always dark. There's light. There's light. And sometimes, that's how you really have to. We really kind of in a situation with the hospital, and I just told, I said, okay, I'm not struggling with you guys at all, at all. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. I realize everybody have a role to play in this situation, and I'm going to take the role of bowing out. But, and that's the thing. You can choose how you are going to respond to a situation. It's all about perspective and response. How you see it and how you respond to it. Okay? So remember that. Underlying energy, this Four of Wands, that's Venus in Libra, and it's harmony, celebration, sacred union. That's what's emphasized in that energy. And this beautifully aligns with the Four of Wands theme of joy and connection. So thank you so much for being with me today. And I thank you if you've come this far. I want you to comment just put a smiley face in the comments for me. And if you'd like, tell me where you're listening from. I always like to hear that. And please like and subscribe. Let me know you're there. Let me know you want to be here with me, and I will just continue to tell you about these energies. I so enjoy it. And I just want to let you know, be gentle with yourself because life is about the journey, not the destination. You're here now. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy. And until next time, be blessed and love yourself.